Hey, I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform. Back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you enjoy this one, but before I start the video, please like. Hey, I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform. Back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you enjoy this one, but before I start the video, please like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. And now my new goal is to hopefully hit 1,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving. I know that my last goal was by Halloween, but it didn't happen. So I set a new goal, and it's Thanksgiving. So I appreciate all my new subscribers and all the ones that have been with me the entire time. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, welcome to my video. I hope you enjoy.
My hands are freezing. I'm tired of being a bum. I'm so tired of being a bum. I literally been standing outside the gas station. Turn this heat on. Standing outside the gas station for 20-25 minutes trying to see if somebody can help me out with some gas, help me out with buying a roll of toilet paper for my mom so she could leave me alone about, you never bring anything into the house and blah, 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 blah. It's not my responsibility, but I'm gonna stand out here and try to get somebody to help me. I can't find anybody to help me, so I just came inside my car. Man, where's all the suckers at? I'm really starting to reevaluate my life. Like, do I want to do this forever? Do I want to be out here and asking for handouts and forever? I don't know if I want to do this forever. I don't know. I thought I would be a bum forever. I was like, I'd rather just be a bum forever, but I think being a taxpayer is way easier. I really do. Especially listening to what you guys are telling me in the comments and stuff. You know, I really think I want to be one of you guys. I do, because it's so freezing out here. It's in the summertime, it's easy. In the springtime, it's easy. In the fall time, it's easy. But once it starts snowing and stuff, it's too hard. My hands are ice cold. It's like, oh, I don't have a proper winter jacket. My nail feels like it's about to fall off. I'm tired of this. I don't know. I might really have to be a taxpayer. Start taking care of my responsibilities. I heard how my daughter was talking to me. I think it's time.
Did y'all hear this bull crap about the new SNAP benefits rules? Now, 43 million Americans who receive SNAP benefits are now going to have to refile for SNAP benefits in the near future. And when I say the near future, I mean the very, very near future. Very fast. Maybe before 2026. Now, mind you, this is the end of November of 2025 almost, which means we got 1 month left. This is nothing but another way for the President of the United States to still accomplish his goals, guys. This is nothing but another way for them to stop SNAP benefits, food stamps, housing, Section 8, the daycare expenses. This is just another slick way of them doing it. They said, well, we can't find a way to just stop the SNAP benefits completely. So let's find a way to filter it all out legally in a slick fashion, guys. The government is so crooked, man. When have you guys ever heard them pulling a stunt like this, where all recipients has to reapply for it? Now, they do have what they call a every 3 month or every 6 month recertification. Basically, what happens is you have to go get recertified every 3 to 6 months to see if your financial status has changed, if you're making more money, if you're making less money. But in most cases, it's all about taking the benefits from you and giving you less and less and less every time you go get recertified, guys. This is the case. This is a situation that the government is pulling in a slick fucking way just to still cut people completely off. You know what they always say, man. It's never about the process. It's about the results. We still got 3 years left with this guy in office, and he's going to continue to drain and suck the American people dry. So the American people will be left with nothing, especially if you want one of these government-funded programs, man. The United States is becoming a big-ass joke, man. I'm not even going to say the United States, but the United States government is becoming a big-ass joke. This is all the president's plans to make him and his friends rich while making sure you and your loved ones are broke. Let me know what you guys think of this new scheme that they're pulling down as far as making everybody who's getting those benefits reapply for them. You know they've been deny about 99.9% of those people who reapply. That's all a game, man. It's always been a game since the beginning of time. But let me know what you guys think.
They're threatening our housing now. They're threatening our housing. The government shutdown is making it so housing assistance is not going to be funded. So we don't know what the landlords are going to do. My case manager person for housing said that he needs to talk to the landlords and check to see if, try to ask them if they're, well, basically he's gonna say, I mean, he told me, I don't have words. He told me, well, I hope they don't try to like start evicting you guys or anything. We're going to talk to the landlords. He said, I don't know if they're going to expect you guys to cover for November, but it's the end of the month and they just now found out and they just now told us and they're just now going to be telling the landlords.
Well, this is more bad news for people on EBT and food stamps. Rumors have spread that the Trump administration now wants to drug test you if you have EBT, food stamps, and maybe Medicaid. So how do you feel now knowing that the Trump administration that you voted for wants to drug test you? Now, they ain't drug testing nothing else, but they gonna drug test you to get food stamps, EBT. I think this is preposterous. I think it's crazy. But they ready to do it. See, the Trump administration is going a different direction. It's called taking everything from poor people, taking everything from the low income, making sure you don't get nothing. And this is the way it is. Now, I only report the news, but I'm telling you, they're ready to implement this. I think this is terrible for America. It's terrible for poor people, for homeless people, for middle class, for military, anybody who gets food stamps. You should not have to go through a drug test to get food stamps. Let me know how you feel about this, but the Trump administration is ready to jump on this quick, fast, and in a hurry.
All I fucking know is this motherfucking DES office better not be motherfucking packed. Like, I'm so over this shit. My third time coming down here and still ain't got no fucking stamps. Oh my God. Let's see.
So if y'all haven't heard, USDA says all SNAP recipients must reapply following fraud findings. And a lot of people in the comment section was like, well, that's not what it is. Well, then what the fuck is it? Huh? Because we all know somebody right now that sell food stamps. We know somebody that done lied on that paperwork to get food stamps just so they could sell it for some change. That is called fraud. Okay? So, hey, I ain't knocking nobody hustle though. But what I will say is, it's going to be very sad because a lot of people will not qualify. A lot of people will, they will not qualify. So, it's going to be back to square one. People are not going to be able to eat. They're going to have to go out here and get a little jobby job or, you know, which is hard as fuck to do. So, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. But I'm going to pray for those people that's not going to be able to eat again. and hope that there's some other resources that they can get until they get on their feet and get their shit together.
Why do people get so upset about people being on food stamps? Like, okay, so the whole internet, I guess, is freaking out because it's going away in November. Okay, for someone who has had to be on the benefits, I know that you need to have work requirements. You need to be working at least 30 hours to even receive that. And like, it's pretty much just based off your income. So I guess, yeah, if you don't have any income, you are going to get a lot of money. Like, I never understood the videos where I see, like, people getting thousands of dollars. Like, that's crazy. So, like, I'm married. We got 4 kids. And every time we have not received a lot of money from it. And, like, it's fine. But I was super grateful for the help. And then another thing I see is, like, people, like, my tax dollars going towards that. I feel like a majority of the people on these benefits are working. They're working. They're paying taxes too. So that argument, I don't know. It's like going to the very small percentage of people that are unemployed and totally cheating the system. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there on that one. So yeah, let's see what happens in November.
Looking real homeless on my motherfucking way to this DES office because they fucking playing with my motherfucking food stamps. We hungry. We motherfucking hungry around this motherfucker.
Stamps recipients. Trump said get ready for a drug test. If you fail that drug test, you will not be getting any food stamps. So I'll be selling my pee for $200 a pop.
Dear Trump, I just called my food stamp card because Thanksgiving coming up. And I think we gonna need another stimulus. I'm thinking I'm finna have a lovely Thanksgiving. Ooh, this hurt my soul. Got my mind wondering what I'm gonna do with these last $5 I got. Damn. Man, can you please send us some more stamps? Like you took half of them away. Got me shaking my head. My pockets hurting. I'm on my last $5. I'm just over here thinking, like, what I'm going to do? Come on, Trump, don't do us like this, man. Thanksgiving right round the corner, bro. Right round the corner. And on top of that, I've been looking up magic videos on YouTube trying to turn Monopoly money to real money. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. It's crazy. Like, you take half of the stamps? Now I'm thinking, nigga. But look, I got something. See, I would. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that right there. You probably send somebody over here to get me. Yeah, don't do that right there. I ain't No. But Trump, I fuck with you. I think I fuck with you. I don't know, my mind. Right now, I'm hurting. $5 in my pocket. Trying to learn how to do magic, turn Monopoly money real. My head hurt. Ooh, I think that's a good idea. Maybe if you just said 2 stimulus, know what Thanksgiving to be a little better. I got a big family, don't I? Yeah, Trump. Yeah. Send us a stimulus over here, man. Help us out. Time's hard. Yep. My feet hurt too. I don't think they gonna solve nothing though. But yeah, bro. No, I ain't gonna say that. No, don't say that. Hell no. No, don't write that down now. Fuck. Trump, we need you. Come on, man, don't do us like this. The end.
I feel like too many people feel entitled to other people's money. The food stamp issue is a bigger issue than most of you believe for 2 reasons. One, I think it's ridiculous that everybody keeps saying, oh, you know, they're entitled to it
When nothing is government funded, like I said, everything is tax dollars. The government does not make money by itself, standalone. There are some families out here who do not qualify for food stamps and they work their ass off. So that pisses me off. But let me tell you why this is a bigger problem than what you guys understand. One, if you do not like Republicans, they brought 2 bills to the table to separately fund SNAP, EBT, and Section 8 with tariffs, and the Democrats voted no. So you should really not like your Democrat colleagues because they're the ones saying no. But I feel like they're here for this because some people just think, oh yeah, you don't get EBT benefits, what? Some people have said they're going to steal. Some people this, that. Well, Walmart's like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't know. I've heard rumors that they're going to shut their door. But just think about this. If these people are trying to feed their kids and Walmart shuts their doors and now you can only get online groceries, that leaves the people going to get the groceries susceptible to being followed home and robbed. Also, that leaves the workers in jeopardy when they bring out the food. It leaves the truckers in jeopardy who bring Walmart food. Then you guys are just thinking about Walmart. What about fast food places? How do you know people aren't going to run in and do stuff like that? Then you got to think about places like the movies or other places with food. Gas stations, if people run in to grab chips and stuff. Like, this leads to a way bigger problem, but the number one problem is, I understand if you have a disability and you in fact cannot work and you need to support and get food. But for people who are using this as a crutch to, you know, have children, have the government pay for stuff, you need to get off your ass and get a job. I don't like going to work. Nobody else does either, but everybody gets up and they get half of their paycheck taken, and then you're saying, okay, I need my food stamps to pay for my family, even though you work 90 hours a week and you're denied food stamps. And then the third biggest problem. We could fund these food stamps have we not sent $40 billion in aid to all these places or Ukraine or whatever. So when are we going to start funding Americans? These are the issues you need to think about when you're thinking about the food stamp issue.
Well, for the ones that get food stamps, I hope you're happy. I'm happy that you're happy. But unlike myself, I'm one of those people who make too much but not enough. I make enough to get by, but not enough to where I can just go grocery shopping, spend $200 and $300 without a worry free. So, I mean, not hating, but just a little bit. It's starting to get irritating. So if you get it, congratulations on it. Stop rubbing it into people's faces who don't. Because, honey, unlike y'all, I'm one of the ones that works and make too much, as they say, to get it. So I still struggle trying to get it.
Thing about being a big family is the food stamps that we get, and there's so many people criticizing it. It's so crazy. Like, why would I need to work more for the food stamps that I'm getting? And so many people are criticizing how much I get. Like, you know, I was actually being shorted, and I'm gonna get an increase next month, and I'm pregnant, so that's even more food stamps. So why is there a need for me to work if I can have all the food that I want and stay home? I don't really know what people don't understand about that, but I'm over here enjoying my food stamps and eating my steaks.
We're getting EBT SNAP benefits right now. They are saying that they found 186,000 deceased folks that's receiving EBT benefits, which I really find hard to believe. Everybody know that you have to reapply every 6 months. I guess in some states, once a year, I don't even know. It says 6 to 12 months, but I've always known every 6 months you have to reapply or recertify. I'm sorry. So if you have to recertify every 6 months, how is it deceased folks that's getting EBT benefits? Then that's a problem with your database, because everybody's social security number is ran. They know when you start working. They know when you stop working. If you are investigated, they know everything about you through your social security number. Like I was saying yesterday, if everybody have to reapply, it's going to be hard. So maybe y'all can start opening up some of them jobs. Not hard for folks to reapply, because of course you can go on the internet, like y'all said, and do your application, mail it in. I suggest you don't mail it in at this time, because, baby, a lot of them applications get thrown in the trash can. Do it online. But to the caseworkers that have to approve those cases, baby, that's going to be a long process for them. They have to fully investigate everything that you got on that form. So if it's 186,000 deceased folks that's getting SNAP benefits right now, that's a department problem. Because before you are approved, they have to go through everything and make sure it's legit. You have to turn in all your documents. And that's why I don't believe that. Also, they said if you have not received your full benefit amount for November 2025, meaning you got a partial payment. Lord, somebody told me they got $2. Maybe when you reapply, they're going to give you more than $2. And hell, maybe I can jump on a bandwagon and get my $1,100 back. Or even $13. Y'all be so mad at that. But baby, I will be in that number to reapply. Anywho, so if you haven't got your full benefits, you should get your full benefit amount by Monday. Is it Monday tomorrow? So y'all make sure y'all look forward to that and check those cards. Or out, however you check your benefits. Just make sure you check it tomorrow. But to the folks that's getting SNAP EBT, do that even make sense to y'all? 186,000 folks that's deceased still getting benefits? I don't even see how undocumented folks could get benefits without the system approving them. That's a system problem. No one can approve themselves for EBT. So maybe y'all should upgrade y'all system and quit blaming the folks that's actually getting it.
Statistically speaking, your point is incorrect. Most people who are on SNAP are on it because they qualify and they're eligible, not because they're abusing the system. And not to mention, most errors come from employees incorrectly entering numbers into the system, not from people being fraudulent and lying. So respectfully, get your story straight, old man.
Trump is wanting every food stamp recipient to drug test. And if you fail, then you lose your food stamp. And there's a lady in the video that says if you need urine, it's $200 a pop. And I was thinking, hey, I'm clean, I'm sober. Anybody need urine? I'll give you urine, $200 a pop. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But it brings me back to like my past. You all know my story. I've been an addict off and on for 15 years. Sober 4 good years. Successfully completed parole for the first time. So I'm doing really good. But it just reminded me of my old days because people would buy clean urine because technology is so good these days that even if you went to a smoke shop, they could tell that it's fake urine. So a lot of people would buy from people that they knew that was sober and clean and use their urine to UA. So don't go buy fake urine from smoke shops or anything like that. I don't know how they drug test you. I don't know if they send it off to a lab. Especially if they send it off to a lab, you need to be careful. If they just stick a dipstick in it, then you should be fine. But if you are on food stamps, please just get sober, get clean. It's so much more worth it. Like, I remember a time when I could live without my rugs. Like, that's how I coped with everything. I found my dad. He unalived himself. It'll be 16 years, November 20th, so this is a really rough month for me. But that's how I numbed everything out, was with rugs. And so I wouldn't feel, I wouldn't grieve, nothing. That's how I numbed and coped with everything. Like, if I had a bad day, I immediately, okay, I need a fix. And all it does is just push down and hide your emotions. They're still there, but you're just numb to it. And so, especially if you have kids and you're on food stamps and you're using, please get help. I know that nowadays it is a lot easier to find some help. I became a certified peer support specialist so that I can help people who are in recovery and in addiction, things like that. So if you ever need help, please reach out to me and I can find the resources that you'll need wherever you're at. Even if you're not in Utah, you can still reach out to me. I did think it was funny and I was like, oh, hey, yeah, if anyone needs clean urine, hit me up. But that just enables somebody even more to continue to use. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to enable anybody, especially if you have kids and you're on food stamp. I know a lot of parents sell them. I've been in the game before. I've been in the game long enough to know that people, here, I'll give you food stamps for, a sack or whatever. And so I know it goes on, I know it happens, and I think it's a good thing that he wants to drug test people to make sure that, you know, you're clean and sober, you're not frauding the system, you're not selling them, things like that. So I think it's a good idea, but I just thought it was funny that that lady was like, I'll sell you clean urine for $200 a pop. Which a lot of you might say, wow, clean urine, $200? Yeah. Yeah, trust me. Like, especially if you need clean urine, you will pay that price to get that clean urine. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't condone it. So please just get the help you need. Reach out. I can help you find resources around your area, wherever you're at. I became a certified peer support specialist because of my history with addiction and prison and jail and all of that jazz. So I'd rather help you, like, get sober and find resources than to sell you my urine so that you can continue your drug use and not feed your children. And I'm not saying that everybody who is an addict in active addiction don't take care of their kids, because I had kids as well during my active addiction, and I made sure that my kids were very well taken care of, fed them, everything like that. So I'm not saying that everybody who is in active addiction is a crappy parent, but I'd rather you reach out, help you with resources than sell your or buy urine for somebody to keep your food stamps. And also, I understand that maybe food stamps is the only way that you can feed your kids because you have this addiction. And so you want this clean urine so that you can continue getting your benefits to feed your children and then use other money to get your fix. I know that happens too. I'm not saying every active addict sells their food stamps for rugs, because there are some really good parents out there who still take care of their kids regardless of their addiction, because I was one of them. So yeah, I'd rather you reach out. I went to a rehab and was able to have my baby there. So that is an option as well, and I just hope that you're smart about it and think before you want to go buy urine and do all that jazz. I know that you're just trying to do what you can for your family, feed your kids, and unfortunately you're trapped in this addiction and this cycle, but maybe it's time to get out of it. So that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below.